What if I handed you a glass of red wine and told you it contained beef? Now imagine your doctor had prescribed it for you. Not because you were dying, but because you were tired. Maybe pregnant, recovering from surgery, or simply needed strength. As strange as it sounds, this wasn't some bizarre folk remedy hidden away in a forgotten village. This was mainstream medicine. Doctors prescribed it, pharmacies sold it, hospitals served it. Advertisements claimed it could restore your strength, cure exhaustion, help mothers recover from childbirth, and even save lives. Welcome to the Victorian world, where one of the most popular health drinks was something called beef wine. Today we're taking a look at one of history's strangest medicines, and by the end you'll understand why thousands of people willingly drank liquefied beef mixed with wine. Before antibiotics, before vitamins, before scientists understood germs completely, medicine looked very different. Doctors had few reliable treatments. If someone became weak after an illness, there weren't IV fluids, or protein shakes, or even modern nutrition. Instead, physicians believed strength itself could be transferred through food. If beef made healthy people strong, then concentrated beef should restore the sick. Wine had already been used medicinally for centuries. It stimulated appetite, reduced pain, helped people sleep. Combined together, beef and wine became what many physicians considered the perfect restorative. Rich, nutritious, comforting, and, they believed, powerfully medicinal. The recipes varied. Some manufacturers slowly extracted juice from raw beef. Others used concentrated beef extract. Many combined beef juice with Bordeaux wine, sherry, or port. Some added iron. Others added cocoa leaves. Yes, the same plant cocaine comes from. Others mixed in quinine. Every company claimed their version was superior. One famous advertisement promised strength in every glass. Another claimed patients regained weight and vitality within days. Doctors often prescribed several spoonfuls daily. Children drank it, the elderly drank it. Patients recovering from tuberculosis drank it. Women recovering from childbirth drank it. Even people suffering from what Victorians called nervous exhaustion were encouraged to take beef wine. Today, it sounds unbelievable, but in the late 1800s, it was completely ordinary. By 1888, beef wine had become a booming business. Newspapers were filled with advertisements. Drugstores proudly displayed elegant glass bottles. Some companies even mailed free samples. Victorian advertising was remarkably bold. Products claimed to cure weakness, fatigue, anemia, poor appetite, and almost anything involving low energy. One advertisement declared beef wine the ideal nourishment for the sick. Another claimed doctors around the world endorsed it. Whether those claims were always true is another story. This was also the age of patent medicines. Companies faced little regulation. There were few rules about proving effectiveness. Marketing often mattered more than science. The prettier the label, the bigger the promise. Oddly enough, the idea wasn't entirely foolish. Modern nutrition tells us recovering patients do need calories. They need protein, they need iron, and hydration. Victorian doctors simply misunderstood how the body absorbed nutrients. The amount of usable protein in beef wine was often very small. Many preparations contained far more alcohol than actual beef. Patients probably felt temporarily better because they were drinking wine. Alcohol relaxes people. It reduces anxiety. It improves your appetite, and it helps dull pain. Some products contained enough alcohol to rival modern fortified wines. Others contained stimulants. Some contained surprisingly little nutrition at all. As laboratory science improved around the turn of the century, physicians began testing these products more carefully. The results were disappointing. Many contained almost no measurable nutrition from beef. Some were little more than flavored alcohol. Others exaggerated their ingredients. Medical journals became increasingly skeptical. Governments slowly introduced regulations. Manufacturers were forced to accurately list ingredients. Claims had to be more honest. The golden age of miracle tonics began fading away. By the early 20th century, beef wine quietly disappeared. Not because people suddenly stopped believing, but because medicine had finally begun demanding evidence. This raises an obvious question. What did it taste like? Historical descriptions vary. Some compared it to a rich fortified wine with a savory finish. Others described it as metallic, some salty, almost like drinking warm broth mixed with port wine. Victorian taste buds were a little different from ours. Many medical drinks were expected to taste unusual. In fact, a strange taste often convinced people the medicine was working. If it was unpleasant, it must be powerful. The story of beef wine isn't really about an odd drink, it's about how medicine evolves. Every generation believes it's discovered the best treatments, then science advances and old certainties disappear. Some become forgotten, some become cautionary tales, and some, like beef wine, become wonderfully strange windows into another time. It reminds us that today's accepted medical practices may one day seem just as curious to future generations. So the next time you reach for a protein shake, remember, only about 140 years ago, your doctor might have handed you a glass of beef mixed with wine, looked you straight in the eye, and said, "Drink up, it's just what the doctor ordered." If you enjoy forgotten history, mysterious places, strange inventions, and the wonderfully bizarre stories history tried to hide, you're in the right place. Hit that like button and subscribe to Community of the Strange and Unusual, where every week we uncover another fascinating story that proves history is often stranger than fiction. Until next time, stay curious.